Welcome. In this playthrough of Marvel Champions the card game, Rocket and Drax have a weapons deal go wrong against the Klaw. Alright, for our setup, our main schemes, we've got two of them. We're using the Klaw stack, Standard, Expert, Masters of Evil, and of course our obligations. For setup, we're searching counter deck for the Defense Network side scheme and reveal it and then shuffle the encounter deck. Then when we flip it over, we're going to discard cards from the encounter deck until we find a minion and put that into play, engage with the first player. Klaw, version 2, schema 2, attack of 1. With a force interrupt, when Klaw attacks, give him an additional boost card, 18 health per player, so 36 health. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it, shuffle the encounter deck. So Defense Network is going to prevent us from taking threat off the main schemes. Going to come in with 4 threat. When revealed, place an additional threat per player here. Then the Immortal Klaw. Acceleration. Klaw gets plus 10 hit points. Comes in with 6 threat on it. For heroes, we've got Drax going with the power of aggression, Rocket with justice. So Drax has a thwart of 1, attack of 1, and 2 defense. He gets plus 1 attack for each vengeance counter on him. As a response, after the villain attacks Drax, place a vengeance counter here to a max of 3. If you cannot, draw a card. Hand size of 4 and 14 health. Recovery of 4. Force response, after you change to this form, remove all vengeance counters from Drax, heal 2 damage from him for each vengeance counter removed this way. Hand size of 6 on this side. So we've got 2 power of aggressions, a combat training, 2 counter attacks, 3 clobbers, 3 relentless assaults, 3 piercing strikes, and then Bug, the Hulk, Spider-Girl, and Valkyrie. For our basics, got our 3 resources, Helicarrier, Spider-Man, Mockingbird, and a downtime. For Rocket, thwart of 2, attack of 1 with 1 defense. Murdered you. As a response, after you deal excess damage to an enemy, draw a card. Hand size of 5 and 9 health. Recovery of 3. Tinkering, as an action, choose and discard a tech upgrade you control. Draw 2 cards. Hand size of 6 on this side. Got 2 power of justice, heroic intuition, a sense of justice. 3 for justice, 3 clear the areas, under surveillance, Quake, Jessica Jones, Wiccan, Agent Coulson, and Spycraft and counterintelligence. And for our basics, 3 resources, Helicarrier, CITT, 2 endurance, Nick, Ironheart, Groot, and Flora and Fauna. All right, finish our setup here. Shuffle our encounter deck, then we're going to discard cards until we find a minion and give that to Drax. Tiger Shark, scheme of 1, attack of 3 and 6 health. After your attacks, give him a tough status. Not the greatest thing to start with. Then we're going to shuffle and get 6 for each of us. So we came here to steal some weapons and got caught, so here comes the fight. So 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Combat training. Got our other knife, relentless assault, piercing strike, clobber, and a mockingbird. We're going to discard those 3. Got a bug, a knife leap, and a clobber. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Got our skeleton, boots, sense of justice, Ironheart, and a rocket launcher and salvage. Well, I know thwarting is going to be an issue for us. Even though that would be nice to get out early. We'll see what we draw into here. Heroic Intuition and Groot. All right, we're going to flip over. Spin 2 for clobber, deal 3 damage to an enemy. If this is the first card you played this round, return it to your hand. Then we're going to play combat training, giving us plus 1 attack. And swing for 2. What do we have here? We're going to play Ironheart. After you play her from your hand, you draw a card. But after you spin this card, you put a tech upgrade from your discard pile on top of your deck. So put that there, then we're drawing into it. Then we're going to bring in some thruster boots, giving us the aerial trait and +1 thwart. And heroic intuition, giving us another +1 thwart. So we're thwarting for 4. And attacking for 1 to get rid of this guy. Ending your turn. We're going to keep Mockingbird, Fight Me Coward, Intimidation, and another Fight Me Coward. And Strength. We've got a Plan, a Genius, Battery Pack, and Clear the Area. All those resources and nothing great to use them with. All right, Claw, 3 threat. Attacking over here for 1, 2, 5. Down to 9. Get a Vengeance counter. Attack over here for 1, 5. Counter cards. Radioactive Man. Schema 1, attack to 1, 7 health. After he attacks you, discard a card at random from your hand. And a guy with Surge. Schema 1, attack to 1 and 2 health. And an Armored Guard. Scheme of nothing, attack of 1, 3 health, guard, and toughness. So that didn't go well. Thwarting for 4. And after you make a basic attack using her thwart, ready, get +1 thwart. We're going to clear the area, remove 2 threat from a scheme. If that removes the last of it, we draw a card. Getting rid of that. We take him down to 36. Drawing into Nick Fury. And continue to thwart. Attacking for 3. Ready our hero, draw a card, the villain attacks us. So we're getting hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 4 health. Get another counter. Bring in Mockingbird after she enters play, stun an enemy. She'll get rid of toughness over here. Drax will attack for 4 to get rid of him. Then he might as well flip over, healing for 4. To 8 health. Ending her turn. We're going to keep those 2 under surveillance for justice and endurance. Over here, parry, helicarrier, counterattack, mantis, a knife leap, and energy. 2 threat, goes to attack, lose stunned. Then this little guy is getting hit for 2. Scheming for 2. Counter cards. The villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. Not good. Mockingbird will defend. Mockingbird doesn't survive. And then he takes 2 more damage. And we get a Surge and a Weapons Runner. And Rocket is going to flip to Alter Ego, Exhaust to remove this from the game. All right. I'm going to recover for 4. Flip over. Bring in Mantis. Thwart a 2, attack of 1, 3 health. We can exhaust her to deal a damage to her to heal 3 damage from an identity. Give that to Rocket. Then we're going to bring in a Helicarrier. It's an action. We can exhaust that to choose a player, reduce the resource cost of the next card that player plays this phase by 1. And we will do that over here. Bringing in Nick. So we can draw 3 cards. Endurance, Jessica, and a reload. I'll go ahead and bring in Jessica Jones. Thwart of 1, attack of 2, 3 health. She gets +1 thwart for each side scheme in play. She's just going to come in and attack for 2. Nick's going to have to thwart, I believe. And we're going to keep him in that form. We'll keep the endurance, counterintelligence, flora and fauna, helicarrier, some healing, and Agent Coulson. Over here, Spider Girl, piercing strike, power of aggression, and his knife. So 2 threats. Attacking. Nick's going to take it for 4. And this guy swings for 1. Scheming over here for 2, 3, 4. That guy doesn't scheme, or he's got 0 for it. Ooh, villain schemes for 4. And that was the magic number. Well, we took a risk. It didn't work. Discard cards from the counter deck till minion's discarded. Put it in play with the first player. And now we've got a threshold of 16. So get the Melter. Scheme of 1, attack of 3. Engaged player must defend against his attacks with an ally they control if able. And each Masters of Evil minion attacks a hero it is engaged with. If no attacks were made this way, well, we're getting an attack and we have to defend with this one. So she's out. Sure read that right. Yep. All right. We are going to bring in a helicarrier. Then we're going to use 2 helicarriers to bring in Agent Coulson. And after he enters play, we search a deck and discard pile for a preparation card. And I'll just put that back in my hand. Attacking for 2, attacking for 1. Rocket will attack for 1 over here. I'm going to bring in Drax's knife, giving him +1 attack, so he's attacking for 3 on him. Then Spider Girl is going to stun and confuse a minion. Thwart of 1, attack of 2 with 2 health. And attack for 2 here. And ender turn. We will keep that. So we got Wiccan, Pistol, Power of Justice, and CITT. Counterattack, Relentless Assault, Power of Aggression, and a Relentless Assault. So 2 threats. Attacking, defending. If this activation deals damage to you, it's not. Attacking, we'll take it. So we're taking 4 down to 7. Blue stunned. And counter cards, the villain attacks you. Spider Girl is going to defend on that. And deal 1 damage to each hero. Acceleration and shuffle. Yeah, the Klaw with his dual encounter cards for boosts really goes through the deck pretty quick. So going through the deck once, second last scheme and still at 36 health. And we've got another guard popping up. Well, Drax is attacking for 4. Might as well just use it to get rid of toughness. Relentless Assault. Going through this guy. Soaks up 3, 2 breaks through. Next card's going to be one cheaper. Relentless Assault, paying with physical, more overkill. Soaks up 1, 4 breaks through. And we're not healthy enough to do anything about it, so flip and heal 2. Coulson Thwarts for 2. Going to bring Wiccan in. Thwart 1, attack at 1, 3 health. After he thwarts, we discard the top card of the encounter deck and deal damage, 1 damage to an enemy for each boost icon. Or he just comes in and hits him for 1. Down to 29. Rocket hits him. Down to 28. Make our next card 1 cheaper. Bring in our pistol. Gets 3 charge counters on it. Action, hero action, exhaust it, remove a counter, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we'll do that. Down to 26. And ender turn. We will go ahead and keep that. So we got Quake, Energy, and a Clear the Area. And over here, Genius, Spider-Man, Downtime, Piercing Strike, 2 Stubborn to Die, and a Strength. All right, 3 threats. Scheming for 2. Deal 1 damage to each hero. Attacking, Coulson defends for 6 damage coming. Counter cards, another guard with tough, and take 2 damage and claw heals 2. Down to 4, up to 28. All right. Wiccan's going to do his thing. Thwarting for 1. And deal nothing. Then we will Rocket, Thwart for 4. Quake comes in, put a tech upgrade from her discard pile on top of her deck. Quake's got a Thwart 1, attack of 2, 2 health. After a minion schemes, exhaust her to deal 2 damage to that. We're going for her Skeleton. Attacking for 2 to get rid of tough. We'll bring in our CITT here. Hero action, exhaust it and spend 2 resources of any type to ready a guardian character. Wait, I can do this better, I think. Yes, make our next card 1 cheaper. Use that to bring it in. Then use this to ready Rocket. He's going to take a shot at Klaw. Down to 26. Then flip over and heal for 3, up to 7. Then over here, I'm going to bring in Downtime, giving us +2 recovery. Recover for 6, so we're up to 13. Flip over. Piercing Strike to deal 3 damage, to get rid of the guard. Make her next card 1 cheaper. Spider-Man, Thwart 1, attack at 2, 3 health. If you're playing from her hand, choose Thwart or attack. He gets +2 to the chosen power until the end of the phase. We're going to attack. And he swings for 4. All right, ending her turn. One, two, three, four. Valkyrie, her mastery, intimidation, and clobber. Then our skeleton, pistol, battery pack. For justice, we got a plan, and for justice. 3 threat. Scheming for 3. Attacking for, if this activation deals damage, that is crazy. It's killing DRAX for us. All right, so 3 damage coming our way, and he's exhausted. Counter cards. The villain schemes for 4. So 10 out of 16. And he schemes again. Discard a card at random. Losing clobber. $12. All right. Well, we're about ready to go through our deck anyway. So we are going to bring this in. After Drax makes a basic attack, we draw a card. Make our next card 1 cheaper. Remove X threat from a scheme where X is equal to our attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spider-Man's going to swing for 2. Rocket is going to pitch his gun so he can draw 2 cards. Power of Justice and Spycraft. Unfortunately, we're not in hero mode for that. So we're going to heal for 3, up to 10. Flip over. For Justice, removing 4 threat from a scheme. We're going to do the same thing again. Then we're going to give us +3 hit points and +1 attack. And we're going to keep defenders. All right. 3 cards. Reload, clear the area, and our particle cannon. So we've got 2 more cards coming our way. Salvage and an endurance. Then parry, payback, and payback. And then counter card and shuffling. And we have 1 card coming our way. Our other knife. All right, 3 threat, attacking. Coming at us for 1. Putting a weapons runner into play. 4 damage coming our way. We're going to parry. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent X of that damage, where X is equal to double your attack. Where attack is 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can prevent 8. And we get a counter, and then that little guy hits us for 1, down to 9. Then attacking over here. Quake, no, Wiccan will take it. For more than he can handle. Then we're going to deal out some more counter cards. Get a Tiger Shark. And Solid Sound Body. Claw's going to get Retaliate. We need to spend 1 of each resource to get rid of that. And over here, Memories of Another Life. We are going to flip to our other form. We're going to lose these 2, but heal 4. So we're at 13. Then exhaust to remove that from the game. And then we got the melter. Let's see. We are going to bring in a particle cannon. Now we don't have any more tech over there. Gets 2 charge counters. Exhaust it, remove a counter, deal 4 damage to an enemy. This attack gains overkill and ranged. So we are going to attack for 4. Oh, I'm sorry, attack for 2, then hit it for 4. Get rid of Tiger Shark. Let's see. Helicarrier to bring endurance in over here. Up to 16. Helicarrier to clear the area to remove 2 threats. Spider-Man to take this guy out. Then we'll bring it out our other knife, giving us retaliate 1. And go ahead and flip over. We're going to keep the payback. Parry, Relentless Assault, and Relentless Assault. Clear the area. Groot for Justice, Power of Justice, and Ironheart. All right, 3 threats. Attacking over here. Quake is going to take it for 3 damage. Then Rocket's going to take 3 from that guy, down to 10. Attacking over here. For this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. Had enough of that. We're going to parry out of that. We had 1 damage coming our way, and we've got 3 attack. And then we're going to do a little payback. After the villain attacks you, deal X damage to the villain, where X is equal to your attack. Well, after the attack, 2 things triggered. We pick the order. We're putting that there. This is an attack, so we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 16. And then we get retaliated on for 1. And counter cards. Masters of Evil. When reveal, discard cards from the counter deck till Masters of Evil minion's discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. 6 threat. So we get lucky. And get another one of these. Start putting them there. Oh yeah, and I don't think I did my retaliate. I know I took 1. Legal Arms Factory. Getting 5 threat on that one. And pass first player. All right. First card's going to be 1 cheaper. Relentless Assault. Dealing 5 damage to a minion. Takes care of Melter. Drax going to attack for, let's see here. Hero action on this side. 1 of each resource. Get rid of retaliate. Now we're going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 11. Draw a card into energy. Spider-Man's going to stick around right where he's at. Make your next card 1 cheaper to bring in Ironheart. which will let us draw a card to Flora and Fauna. So thwarting for 1 and then thwarting for 4. And shooting for 4. Down to 7. Ending her turn. We'll discard that, keeping energy on this side. Piercing strikes, too stubborn to die, and a genius. Battery pack, pistol, endurance, strength, and genius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threat. Attacking for 4. Down to 11. Retaliate. Get a counter. Attacking and defending for 4. And counter cards. Shadows of the Past. Alright, Drax gets Yotat the Destroyer, Schema 1, attack 3, 5 health, guard, and retaliate 1. Cull the Weak, each enemy gets +2 attack, comes in with 4 threat. And we add 3 nasty cards to our encounter stack. And give this a shuffle. So things still are not going well. We've got 9 threat on the main scheme and 2 other side schemes that really do need to be taken care of. Oh yes, and now this one comes in with 4. All right, Rocket, need a big turn from you. So thwarting for 4. Well, since no one else is thwarting, let's get rid of this +2 attack thing. Helicarrier to bring out a battery pack. Comes in with 2 charge counters on it. Exhaust it to move a charge counter from this card to another tech upgrade you control. So we're going to put that down there. Helicarrier over here to bring in endurance to give Rocket 3 more health. Overpay for pistol. Get 3 counters on it. So we'll shoot for 2 on him. It is an attack, so we do get retaliated on. And this gets overkill and 4 damage, which takes him out and puts 1 through and triggers him drawing into another pistol. And over here, we're attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is enough to take Klaw down. So we're done with the first version. So now it's got a scheme of 3, attack for 2, toughness, and the same ability, and 44 health. Fortunately, we've got piercing strike for that. So we're going through the toughness. We attacked, so we drew a card into a clobber. Then we're going to be too stubborn to die when Drax would be defeated. Instead, set his hit point dial to 4, change him to alter ego, and remove this card from the game. Then as a hero action, We're going to exhaust the CIT and spend 2 resources to ready a Guardian character to have him attack for 5 more, down to 36. And draws into a knife leap. And that's going to be our turn. We're going to discard the pistol, drawing 5. He's got a plan. That's going to be needed. Energy, under surveillance, salvage, and for justice. And over here, we'll keep that, getting a Valkyrie and a strength. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threat. 14 out of 16. All right, attacking over here. Spider-Man defends for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attacking over here, we're going to take it for 4. So go down to 7. Retaliate for 1. Get our 3rd counter. And then in counter cards, the villain's going to attack him. He's just going to take it for 4, down to 8. And then over here, minion with guard and toughness. All right, Rocket. He's going to use his pistol as a hero action. Even though it's on his turn, we're allowing him to do that to get rid of toughness. We're going to play Clobber. First card that we're playing goes back to our hand after it does 3 damage. We're attacking Claw for base 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, along with a knife leap. It's reduced by 1 for each vengeance counter on it, so it's going to be free. Make a basic attack, gets +5 attack, overkill, and piercing. Guess it didn't really need all that help to get rid of the guard, but we did it anyway. So we're attacking for 11. Down to 24. Allows us to draw a card into the Hulk. I'm going to use a helicarrier over here. Don't remember if that should be flipped or not. Anyway, bringing in Valkyrie, 4-1, attack of 2, and 3 health. I'm going to thwart for 1 on this thing. Requesting an action over here. Going to spend 2 resources to ready a Guardian character to swing for 6 more. Down to 18. Draw a card. Then Rocket is going to thwart for 4. Then he's got a plan. After he makes a basic thwart, he'll ready, get +1 thwart. Thwarting for 5. And we're going to salvage, increasing the target on the main scheme by 4. And put a pistol on top. Transfer this over to the cannon and use that for 4 damage. So down to 14. And that's all we've got. We will keep Spider-Girl, drawing into a bug, a clobber, and a counter attack. And over here, pistol, another plan, some healing, Nick Fury, and a rocket launcher. So 5 threat. We're up to 14. Attacking over here. I feel like we need to defend. Or do we? Yeah, I think we do. 1, 2, deal 1 damage to each hero. Dang, could have survived that. So we took a damage from the boost. We retaliate back. The villain attacked us. We're at our max, so we draw a card. Getting Mantis. Attacking over here. Valkyrie's going to defend. She is gone. And this goes off. Surge. We have to spend the resources. And we've got options for those, but not for Mantis. And he's going to scheme, and that's going to end it. Nope, give the villain a tough status card. So we're at 17 out of 20. All right, got lucky. And I don't think I've got enough to get out of this, so I can do get rid of toughness. 2, 6, I can get 8. Yeah, I can take him down. All right, pistol. Gets rid of tough. Helicarrier. Bringing in Nick. Wait, I was wrong. If I do all that, then I can't ready. Oh well, still bringing in Nick. To draw 3 cards instead of do 4 damage then. Spycraft, Jessica, and clear the area. Thwarting's a problem. I'm not happy with that guy, so we're going to take him out. Rocket is going to thwart for 4. He's got a plan, so he can ready and thwart for 5 now. We're going to spend 2 to ready a Guardian. We're going to attack for 5, taking him down to 8. And draw a card into a Piercing Strike. And bring in a bug to thwart for 1. And I believe that's all we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relentless Assault, Counterattack, Intimidation. Nothing that does damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Power of Justice for Justice, Agent Coulson, a battery pack, and a reload. All right, 5 threat. Attacking, Nick defends. We get a weapons runner in, who hits us for 1. Attacking, Bug defends. Bug is squished. The counter cards, we're going to put 4 threat on each side scheme. And the villain's going to attack us. We will defend. 1, 2. This activation deals damage to you, exhaust a hero, discard a card at random. So we're defending everything. Retaliate for 1. Discard a card at random. And draw a card. All right, Rocket discards 2 cards. To ready, attacks for 6. Down to 1. We draw a card into Mockingbird. We use Mockingbird for a Relentless Assault, so we get Overkill. Soaks up 2, 3 breaks down, and we finally take care of Klaw. So that was a tough battle. But DRAX and ROCKET was able to finally pull it off. Took way longer than I'd hoped. So as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.